In this video I want to talk about my experience. It was something that happened in 2018, but I don't know, it was one of the most out normal experience. It's not something that you see every day, but the thing is that I totally forgot that I have lived that moment until some weeks ago. I saw this video on YouTube, and it brought me back to the moment in 2018, and it made me connect the dots. But anyways, a few weeks ago I was watching a video in YouTube, and it was this Brazilian guy, and he invited a tribe, an indigenous tribe, to his platform, and he made a video with them. I'm gonna leave it down below. And they asked them if they recognize them, and they showed them to the indigenous tribe in Brazil a photo of a great alien, and they did respond with what is an alien. They didn't know the word alien, but they did recognize them by another name. And when the woman says something about the one that becomes a big ant, that was when it brought me back to an encounter that I have in 2018, and I want to talk about it because it's really weird. And I have heard before this video, I have heard something about the Hopis and the Ant people, but I didn't pay too much attention. But now it's more clearly to me some stuff from the Hopi tribe. Anyways, it was in 2018. They invite me to the it was going to be a spiritual retirement for young adults from, like, I don't know, 16 to 23, something like that. But it was like three days. It was a bunch of young adults, and we were going to it was spiritual. It was about talking and taking out the stuff that we have inside, and just share it and stuff like that. It was interesting. I got invited by someone, and I accepted, and then I went, and it was in the mountains of Mexico. And we were completely disconnected and far away from the city and all that, and there wasn't allowed to bring anything. Like, I'm talking about like alcohol and other stuff. It was a spiritual retirement, but and I remember downstairs the boys were sleeping, and we were sleeping upstairs, and it was like a new place that the person was molding. It wasn't finished yet, and they didn't have doors yet. But I was sharing a room. I wasn't alone. I was sharing a room with other beds and other ladies. And anyways, this wasn't the first night. I don't remember if it was the second or the third night, but the thing is that when everyone choose their bed, I choose the bed in the room, the one that is literally in front of the door. Imagine that this is the door, okay? This is the door, but there's no door. And I choose this bed, man. And then it was a night, everyone was asleep, and suddenly I don't know, I just wake up. I don't know if it's because the end make me wake up, or because I felt like the present, because when sometimes you just wake up when somebody's like watching you, or I don't know, and because I sense like the presence. Then I wake up, and then I saw, I'm gonna change. Okay, I was sleeping, and I wake up very fast, and I see a giant black ant, a giant black ant outside the door, and it's one of the weirdest things that has happened to me, because when I thought that maybe I was going to get like an encounter with an alien, I thought that maybe like the Greys, or I don't know, but it was so. Anyways, I'm getting. So I wake up fast, and I see the black ant, and then I don't know what happened, but I think I was close to the wall, okay, and then I think I don't know, like I hit my head with the wall, and I felt like I hit my head with the wall, and I went back to sleep like this, and then I wake up, and then I tell the ladies what happened to me, and I think all of them thought it was a dream, and maybe it made me thought it was a dream too, but that wasn't a dream. I have had a lot of dreams about animals. It's one of my favorite dreams. When I dream about animals, I have thousands of dreams with a lot of different animals, but they're always normal animals. They're not giant animals, or that was an insect. And anyways, I tell the ladies, and they laugh, and then I question myself, and then I totally forgot. I mean, that thing is in my mind, of course, because it was really weird. Like, I don't know. It was not that I was afraid, neither, because it was really quick, but I think it's normal, because of course I'm in the presence of something that is not human. And anyways, I forgot about that, and I just remember it like when I saw the video, and they talk about the ant, and then I started investigating about the Hopi and the Ant people, and then I get it now. Do you know how with different beings we think, like for example, if we call it an alien, maybe people only think about one presentation of alien, because that's what they have been presenting in movies and all this stuff, but like there's so many kinds, not only just one looking like green. I know there's like insectoids, like the mantis, but that was not a mantis. It literally had the form of an ant, a giant ant. I just can't. And anyways, that was in 2018, and now it's 2025, and I'm remembering again, and then I went back because they invite me again, and I accepted, and but I don't remember that something like that happened again there. And I actually, when I went there again, I don't even remember when it was. I think 2018. Then I went in 2000. I don't know, 23. I don't remember. But when I went there, I forgot what happened to me. That is really funny. Anyways, so this is my story. It's interesting. I mean, I have heard the stories about the, other people and the other extraterrestrials, like when people like meet them, like the mantis and other types of aliens, but I haven't heard anyone beside the shaman in the video of the Brazilian guy, when she mentioned about the end. Anyways, this human experience is really random.